Yeah. Yeah, Kumar, overall 11 years experience in testing. When I was started my career with the manual testing, then after that I was moved into the automation testing. Automation testing point of view to automation experience, and along with the accessibility testing and different tools like JAWS, NVIDIA tools, we have used that one. I have multiple domain experience, banking, insurance, e-commerce, as well as healthcare domain experience. And I'm looking for some additional skills for my skill set to add on the service now testing actually. That's what I'm looking for that.
Okay. Do you have aware any what is ServiceNow, and did you have done any this kind of cloud-based validation?
Yeah, a little bit idea, but I did not involve the complete application point of view. But the service now is a ticketing tool, so we have to just like is a admin tool, admin related things, related stuff. I am little bit aware about that, but it's not full fledged awareness of the service now.
Hmm. Okay, okay, sure. Thank you. So let me introduce myself. I am Kumar Veera. So I'm having around 8+ years of experience in IT. Into this, I have 6+ years of experience as a ServiceNow admin and ServiceNow testing. And I too have involved into the many test management tools like Test Management 2.0, ALM, Application Lifecycle Management, and now coming to the Octane, okay, Azure DevOps, Test Management 1 and 2.0, and defect tracking, and coming to the Jira. So, and I have worked on in ServiceNow modules itself, ITSM like incident problem change service catalog, and coming to the ITBM business management, ITOM operation management, ITAM asset management, HRSD human resource service delivery, GRC SecOps, okay, and sorry, IT asset management, HAM and SAM, hardware asset management, software asset management. I have throughout the life cycle entire these are the models which I have experienced till now, and now I'm going to explore regarding to this what is ServiceNow. So this is about myself. And now coming to the ServiceNow, as we know, right, it is nowadays a very hot cake tool. Okay. Now, ServiceNow is a cloud-based platform, and we are going to try for this ServiceNow. We're going to try to help to the people for the end users, and also coming to the business perspective, business process automation. It will be doing so generally. So, am I audible, or you are say something? You are
Yeah,
audible.
yeah, yeah, double Kumar. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So ServiceNow is a automation and business perspective, end users perspective. We are going to giving them many opportunities. Yes, you said it is a initially it is a ticketing tool, but later there are as I said, right, ITSM, ITBM, ITOM, and asset management, hardware and software asset management. Coming to the HRSD for any department or any third party integration perspective, we are going to completely involve. It is now it is a very good cloud-based platform when we are going to comparing with the market itself, right? So here in the tool itself, nowadays, whenever developer and admin people will working in the real-time environment, right? In the same way, we required ServiceNow tester as well. So nowadays, that is the one of the most important thing. And now coming to the what I have covered in this ServiceNow. So I will cover to the ServiceNow admin topics itself, like what it is, incident problem change and tables, and coming to the next import sets, update sets, notifications, UI policies, data policies, client with business rules. These are all comes under the development perspective, but I will try to explain to you some real time how they are going to try to asking to you. So now coming to the once it is done, right, and I will explore to the ATF part or not, right? ATF, what is ATF? Why it is very interesting and also getting more calls nowadays for the ATF perspective, right? And now we're coming to the ATF test suits, test schedules, and coming to these users groups roles creation. So this and all for the catalog item perspective and the incident problem change perspective, how it's going to try to working and looking on for this instance itself. So this and all I will try to cover when you will enter into this course and all that. In the meantime, let me try to showcase. Do you have a personal instance like PDA? Let me share my screen just 5 to 10 minutes. I hope can you able to see my screen?
Yeah, able to.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So this is the PDA personal instance. Okay. If you are observed for any if you are selected like any other X company or any company, instead of the service now they are providing to their logo. Like if you will select any open text Crohn's, right? Like Crohn's. So it will be coming instead of service now Crohn's. The logo is different, but entire the service now is as usual same. So here in the left side, we have see the many kind of applications like whatever relevant application based on if you are selected with the asset management, we can able to try to see the along with ITSM, all the asset management related hardware and software related application menus and application different types of the modules and according to. So in this service now, here is the banner frame and this is the content frame. Here we can able to try to see everything now. So we have many versions like Kingston, Madrid, London. There are, for example, if you buy any mobile, right, in the same way we can see. I mean, Android 14 point something version, right? Now it will be changed to the every year perspective, some kind of updations. In even mobile also we have Phone Pay, WhatsApp, Google Pay, and all upgrade some kind of need to update for that according to their functionality, how the user perspective they are going to try to enhance their applications according to their requirement like Meta, FB, Instagrams, Thread and all. In the similar way, we to have some kind of versions. So we are going to perform for these entire instance. You got my point, right? What I exposure. Hello, Surya.
Is purely web based or is voting for the mobile?
Sorry, come again. Am I audible to you? Hello, Surya, am I audible to you?
Yeah. Yeah, audible. Yeah, audible.
Okay. See here, coming. Okay, good. Coming to the ATF perspective, just now I said admin perspective. I will cover because if you know, we need to try to cover with the along with the admin and ATF, then you are good to get the more calls. When we compare to the only manual and ATF, we are good to go with the some little bit development experience. That means, I mean, never got an opportunity, but we are trying to getting the I mean, we know how the process and all going on. I will try to explain that as well. Now, coming to these are all the main key components of the course overview for this one. We are going to try to creating, I mean, I will try to explain these, what are the goals and benefits in upgrade perspective, cloning perspective, how the things are going on nowadays, how we are going to try to executing test plans, ATF perspective. These are all the we are going to targeting. Now coming to the outline is here. I told you now. I'll try to explain the mainly different types of elements. So roles. Now coming to the ATF test cases, test suits as already you have experienced, right? So then you know each and every type, but the function is different. So that I will try to explain run test suits and test suit, how these are all will come into the course of the part. I mean scheduling while going to scheduling how it will be performed. Administration point of view, I said you know import sets, update sets, something like that. I will try to explain throughout through ATF test framework. We are going to try to using for the browser compatibility perspective and regression perspective. And coming to the functional business logic testing perspective, we can able to try to create these ATF test cases and we can run according to the our whenever we are getting the requirement, right? So that we will try to move on and we will fulfill the requirements as per the acceptance criteria. So this is comes mainly used for the how our instance will be going to try to moving on very smoothly. Okay, for the particular application perspective, how we are going to try to checking and all for the instance. Okay, so this prospect we are going to try to working on the as a admin and testing kind of activities in the ServiceNow ATF and manual and coming to the admin. So this is about the entire course overview. This is about the ServiceNow. And any questions, any concerns from your side?
Yeah, Kumar, is there any programming language required for this course?
95% not required because we are going to try to working on the out of the box functionality test steps. Here we have, for example, if we are going to entering into the automated, right?
Yeah.
The filter navigation, automated test. Okay, these are all the different types of the elements and the different modules for the under ATF application. If you see here, if you are going to try to creating any new new catalog item or incident problem or change any steps, right? We are going to try to utilize in the out of the box functionality perspective. If I will save this my new test, right? Generally, we can able to perform with the parameterization testing. Okay, you know already parameterization testing. And if you have any defects will come, we can able to try to debug the test and we can able to try to see. If you want to try to copy any test, can able to copy and we can able to try to modify according to that requirement. And if you want to see here add test step, right? We can able to try to see here in the left side. On the right side, there are two buttons. These are all the out of the box functionality, which we are going to try to using. These are all the steps, how we are going to try to getting the requirement, how we are going to try to preparing the test case according to our requirement perspective. You know, we know, right? Already added test template. Test template is nothing but we can able to try to prepare similar steps, right? We are going to try to adding this test template wherever we are going to rewriting many steps, right? The same way. Similarly, in manual, however, we are going to try to writing. Similarly, we are going to try to execute in the same steps above for so I'm sorry, impact and urgency is second and one and all. So that is the main thing we are going to cover in for this test template as well. So this is the main thing. Currently, we have many versions we have done. Current version is we are working still in Zurich version. Currently, they were released to the Australia version. That is the main thing. We do have this free version. We can able to try to working on this. If you see here, if I click on this stats stats.do, see here we can able to see the current version and ID, this and all IP address and all. With this and all, we can able to try to see. So that's it from my end, Surya. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, but for example, we have to execution of the 100 test cases in 8 a time. Is there any mechanism we have to follow in the service, in
So
endoscopy?
under test case perspective, we need to try to segregate regarding to 30, 40, 30. Okay, we need to segregate, and in the regression perspective, we are going to try to waiting. For example, from the X date to X date, we are going to try to preparing the ATF test cases. So for, in this regression, for example, incident perspective, we are going to try to moving on one category. Problem perspective, we are going to providing problem category. In change perspective, we are going to providing uh, change category. If you have any catalog item like new joiner request and any something relevant to your module which we are discussing just now, right? You can able to try to segregate, and according to that, we are going to try to run the ATF test suite. According to that, it will run. No problem for that.
Okay, is there any exceptional errors like while execution of the test cases, suddenly something is some
Yes.
unwanted
So we do have for every
error?
concerns, every tool perspective, if they are going to try to releasing, right?
Yeah.
Somehow errors will be will come. So every tool contains some kind of limitations. Right? In the similar way, in deep dive perspective, this ATF also we can able to achieve 80% of the validation, like end-to-end flows. We have validation, field level validation. For example, it is mandatory. Read only, we can able to try to validate end-to-end flow. We can how entirely by using this one, how the functionality is going on in the browser level perspective, how the entire the instance fields and variables will be. We are going to try to validating according to that. Entirely, we are going to checking with the complete flows and functionalities and the applications. So that's the reason many of the time we are going to try to providing for incident. Many companies are nowadays using the incident problem change and different types of the catalog items. These applications implement the application smoothness and correctness, and also all the variables is available or not, flows and is working or not. That entire thing we can able to try to check as per our requirement perspective for this evaluation.
Okay, each and every test case we have to add the positive and negative test cases for the
Yes,
flow,
if
right?
you yes, we can. For example, if any positive scenario, we have a negative scenario will come. If we are going to try to provide in the in progress, right? If approval is approved, right, then we are going to good to go. If approval is rejected, then it is also coming to the back end. So entirely the request would be cancelled. That is a very important thing.
Okay, suddenly some of the elements like these are some dynamic elements, right? It's continually changing, right? Is there any mechanism we have to follow in the service now to overcome these dynamic values?
For example, March, let's go with the example. For example, March month we have received 20 stories. We have written. In the similar way, we are going to try to getting February, some kind of updation. We need to try to write it down some kind of updation. Which one is the latest one? We are going to segregating, right? In the same way, we are going to providing the, for example, March is the old one, April is the new one. So that we are going to considering along with this one. We don't want to do create new things. For that one, we need to change the date and categories. For the date perspective, for the description, we need to try to give as I shown to you now. So here we are going to try to provide our, for example, if it is a test suit, right? Here description we are going to provide. This is coming from the April wise regression, so that we can able to try to add on for our requirements according to.
Okay, here we have to write the cases. Is by default automatically the test cases are
No,
available
we
for.
need to write first time. We need to write and we need to save the in update sets for the for reference perspective for backup. We require backup, right? For example, any cloning or any what upgrade will come right from as we discussed just now, Zurich to Australia. If these kind of updates will come, most of the time we are involved into the 50 to 60% in manual testing and 40 to 50% in ServiceNow ATF.
Okay, we have to cover in the both in the real time project perspective. We have to cover the both
Yes, yes, yes.
manual
I will
testing as
cover.
well. Yeah, manual
Mm.
testing as well as automation testing
Yeah,
ETM.
I will cover
Okay,
manual. I will
ETM.
cover admin. I will cover ATF as well.
Okay, but in real time project we have to work on the both manual as well as automation
In
also.
the real time, honestly telling, nowadays how the things are
Mm.
going on, right? For example,
Mm.
we are going to try to preparing the regression in the same way. My earlier company which I was worked on, 60% is manual, 40% is ATM. Whatever the functionality is achievable, we are going to try to creating the most of the time we are getting applications only in the service now itself, like incident problem change. Similarly, why we will get any opportunity like new asset management. We have n number of almost 64 modules we have. In the same way, right now we are working in the ITSM, ITBM, ITAM, ITOM, and GRC, SecOps, CSM. These are all the modules we are nowadays listening. But we have n number of we did not listen anything. Even me also, some kind of in the GRC also we have some other topics, complaints flow, compliance application. That is the why wherever the work is required, automatically automation will comes under for checking the functionalities according to this ATM.
Yeah, most of the time, what are the general used in ITSM and which modules are more generally
I'll
used?
cover ITSM only. If you are good for this one catalog item incident problem change, then
Mm.
we are good with this ServiceNow modules. And here we have in tricky part is and all. For example, in the flows, even though which they have been provided, according to that, we need to try to open the records approval. We need to impersonation on that one approval, and we need to try to close that. He need to try to give the approval. Once this request should be approved, then only it will be moved to the next level stage. Otherwise, it can't. So that's the reason it is also involved into the many steps and moving to the entire infrastructure you need to try to learn.
Okay, in real-time project perspective, ServiceNow's perspective is, for example, if a particular project, how many members are developers and how many members are testers and how many members for the
It's depend
purely
upon
purely
completely.
purely
Yeah,
admin point of yeah.
yeah. In which I was experienced right earlier. For example, if any project X project will coming into this one, right? Most of the time they are going to prefer to the agile methodology that you know already. You are a real-time employee. Now
Yeah.
coming to in this agile process, they are going to product owner, client, and coming to the technical architect, technical lead, ServiceNow QA lead, and QA team members, developer. Even for these members, which I have seen, for almost 5 users, 5 developers, at least 2 testers.
Okay. So depends upon project, right? It's a complex project, maybe members are will be increased.
Yes, yes. For any project, definitely, if you tell, if you have IT to overall 11, even our service now is 4, then they are good to go with try to giving the opportunities nowadays based on your experience perspective. Definitely, for the service now perspective, we have plenty of class and getting the opportunities.
Okay. In prerequisite point of view, is there any additional installation required for this
No,
service?
not required. Just it is only simple user friendly. If you will create API, right, in a similar way, you can able to try to create the personal developer instance. It is look like as same like any X company. Instead of service, it will comes under there. Remaining end to end, everything is same.
Okay. It's purely licensed, right?
Generally, license it's low cost. Earlier we have, very high cost. That is remedy which we are going to using. But as of now, many of the companies shift over to the service now itself instead of remedy using.
Okay. Okay. Only supporting for the web-based application. Is there any support for the mobile-based applications?
So it is not supported to the mobile-based application. Web-based only they can attach to the REST API integration to the only. That is also one of the. It should not complete end-to-end. Only if we are going to try to provide in the REST API integration details, it should be provided to the accurate code. What it is called status code. It will be provided, but it cannot be generated. How the get put post methods it will be entering and end to end it is not achievable for this. That is also one of the limitations for this.
Okay. So it's not full-fledged for the API that's using, right?
Yes, not full page API perspective. We need to go with the manual. In we have seen for this that thing there too knows we can't able to achieve end to end. They are going to try to for the whenever we will get that requirements we can able to try to manually for how the things are going on only. Many of the stories will come 95% for any module application oriented, enhancement oriented, like incidents will come definitely. In any organization, you will go and try to work on incident always will come. Problem will always come. Every day, if you are going to try to move into the any updation in the production, change always will come. So that's the reason nowadays it is very hard cake tool. Next 15 years also it is very good line for this.
Okay. Is there any integration with the Jira? We are using a test management tool, right? It's a Jira. For
Yes,
example,
generally it is using, but integration perspective you never worry. If you they are going to try to using instead of, for example, Agile, they will provide one application. What is it? Agile story. If I click Agile, right, in the same way, however, we have seen language file in the same way, Agile stories will come. They are going to integrate it for you. If you want to try to provide the Agile itself, if you want to try to provide the in separate module itself, so that its company, it's based upon project and company depends upon you are going to try to getting those kind of features according to your project requirements. In earlier, which I have worked on Agile stories. In earlier, which I have worked on Azure DevOps. In earlier, I have worked on the Jira. So that's the reason this project management and all, it's depend upon until getting the opportunity, we don't know. Even you, even me as well. How they are going to following with. They said generally, but they don't want to disclose. We are going to try to using this application and all. That is the main thing. Any questions? Hello? You are speaking on mute, Surya, I think so. Am I audible, Ganesh?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Surya, any questions from your side?
Raise the tickets in separate utilizer, right? Is that thing actually?
Sorry, come again.
Yeah, your voice is little breaking actually between positions.
No.
Your voice is little breaking. Now it's audible.
Okay, sure. Got it. No, just now you were left out. So that's the reason I was asked to even Ganesh as well. Is my voice is audible or not? So any questions, concern from your side?
Some little bit disturbance. Fine. Okay, fine, Kumar. Definitely, yeah, definitely I will ask questions while the process.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Surya.
So one more thing.
Yeah.